Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be talking all about makeup schools in India and how to join if you guys are interested. And if you guys are interested, please keep on watching. So just to give you guys a little bit of background about me, I'm Vitika and I'm 21 and I live in Delhi. And I finished my college last year, which is in 2019. So when I graduated from my college, I decided to pursue this field. I knew that it would be very difficult, and this is for you guys as well. If you really want to become a makeup artist, it's gonna be really difficult because the scene is really saturated right now in India, and there are makeup artists in every corner. So if you really want to become successful in this field, you have to give your 100%. And I was totally ready for that because makeup is my passion and it's the only thing that I thought I would have a future in. So when I told my parents, they were really supportive and they told me that if I have to go abroad for this course, I totally can. And it was really nice to have their support, even though being a makeup artist is quite new. It was probably because they kind of saw how obsessed I was with makeup. They wanted what was best for me, so they told me to look for places abroad as well. If those are nice, then I can totally go. So I started my search in London and I stumbled upon London School of Makeup. The problem was that they had classes twice a week only, and the course was for 2 months, so basically 16 classes in total. And I did not feel that that was enough practice, enough to learn, enough to do anything. 16 classes are like nothing, especially if you are going to another country to learn and all of that. And what this also made me realize is that I really wanted to go and visit the place that I was going to be studying in, because I wanted to be 100% sure about the place that I was going, and that would not be possible if I was planning to go somewhere and study abroad. So I started looking for places in India and I stumbled upon Fatmu, which is a makeup school based in Bombay. The crew which did makeup for Gully Boy and Made in Heaven was from Fatmu, like the creator selected the crew, I think, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, that was the first place that I was quite set on going. So there were quite a few negative reviews on Google about Fatmu, and most of them basically said that you do not get your money's worth and that you have to arrange the models yourself and the makeup school does not provide those, which I kind of felt that I am going to go to a different city, and to look for a model in a new city, it would be quite difficult. So I started to push back a little bit because the situation was just not ideal, and I finally decided not to go to Fatmu when I basically called them just to ask more and get some more information. But the way that they were talking, something just felt off and I did not feel like I belonged. I'm not sure how to explain it other than that I did not feel invited, and the way that they were talking on the phone, they were just not interested at all. So, and after that I was really sad because I was really excited and I wanted to start going to a makeup school as soon as possible. And by this time I had wasted like a month looking for other places that I could go to. So it was quite heartbreaking. But moving on, I also consider Chandini Singh because a friend of mine, she's a family friend, she has also learned from there and she's a big makeup artist now. But she had gone to Chandini Singh like 6 years ago, so that was kind of like an old testimony. A long time has passed since then and a lot of new places have opened since then, so I was like, maybe I should look more. But with Chandni, my problem was that they only provided like bridal makeup classes. That was like their only focus, and there are so many different fields of doing makeup. You have to learn how to do makeup for magazines, for film, for shoots, for VFX like movies and all of those body paints and all of that I wanted to learn, but Chandni Singh did not have all of those options. They only had like bridal basically, and I also felt that they were kind of like business oriented because a lot of things that you have to buy for your kit there that were compulsory, they were available in Chandni Singh. It's like you already give them money and then you give them more money for the things that you have to use in your everyday kit there. So that was also another thing. Shweta Gaur I never even considered. I hope this is not offensive and I don't mean to be, but personally I do not like her style of makeup, and from all of the videos that I've seen, I don't even like how she does the makeup. So like, how will I like the people that she has trained to teach the students? And there was this makeup artist I met on a shoot one day who had done her makeup course from Shweta Gaur, and she said that she did not like it and she really regretted, you know, going to Shweta Gaur because she just felt that she did not learn much from there, and like they would not provide all of the products that they had. Like they would have Jaclyn Hill, Morphe, you know, like branded makeup items which they would hide from the students and not let them use the products, and they would only take them out when Shweta Gaur herself used to come there. So it was kind of shady, and it just kind of reinforced what I already felt about that makeup school. Then comes Meenakshi Dutt's Makeup Academy, MDM Academy for short, and again their focus is only on bridal makeup. They don't teach a lot of other things apart from doing bridal makeup, and I'm not the biggest fan of how Meenakshi Dutt does makeup, mostly because she kind of overdoes it and she puts a lot of layers and layers and layers of makeup. Like the transformation is so unreal and the person looks completely different. And in some photos I have noticed that, you know, the face shade, it is supposed to match, you know, your neck and your hands. Like you don't really see a big difference in like my face and my body, right? But in her photos I have noticed that the model's face looks a different color and then their hands look a different color. So that was also a thing for me. But I know that there is a market for that. Like there are people who don't want to look like themselves on their wedding day because it's their special day. They want to look the best, and that means not looking like themselves. So I'm not blaming Meenakshi for the way she does makeup. Personally, it was not for me, you know. So after exploring all of these places, my options were kind of running out until, and thank God for this, my friend and I were on call and I told her how stressed I am about not finding a good makeup academy. So she told me about this place called SMA International. She kind of saw it in an ad or something on Instagram, I think. So I started digging and, you know, looking at SMA's first of all Instagram profile, and I really liked all of the pictures that they had posted. So I opened up their website and saw what kind of programs they offered. So SMA stands for Scandinavian Makeup Academy, and it's an international academy. They opened their first branch in Bangkok, and now they have a branch in Myanmar and 3 branches in India, I believe. Luckily they had one branch in Delhi itself where I live. So I got really excited and I called them up and I went to visit the academy. So I talked to the manager there and she told me to, you know, come and see the place and all of that. I met Stephen sir there who would actually teach me in days to come. So I finalized everything and it was final that I was gonna attend this makeup school. And now coming to my experience there at SMA International. So the academy is really nice. We had Stephen sir teaching us, who is from the UK, and he was a really nice teacher. So the whole makeup course was divided into 4 parts. The first part was like fundamentals, where they teach you skincare, makeup, how to apply makeup, foundation matching, applying contour, blush, all of that. Those were the fundamentals. There was also makeup for mature skin and makeup for men, where we had male models come in and we had to do their makeup to understand how to do makeup for men. Then there was bridal, you know, bridal makeup. Then there was fashion, which is basically studying the history of makeup and studying fashion trends and makeup trends. The fashion part also included like editorial looks, so for magazines and all of that. And then the fourth and the final part of the course was fantasy, which is basically body painting. We had an amazing teacher there. Her name is Hilda. She is the founder of SMA. And by the way, this video is not sponsored like by any means. I'm just sharing my experience and all of that. So as I was saying, the teachers were completely different. We had different teachers coming in and teaching whatever their expertise was. The fantasy portion was for 2 weeks and I learned a lot and pushed myself so much. And there were exams for every portion, you know. So after fundamentals, after bridal, after fashion, after fantasy, we would have one day which would be our exam, and we would be given a limited time to do makeup and do whatever we were taught. The outfit, the models and the photographer, everything was provided by SMA. Then we had the fashion exam, and the theme for this exam was plastic surgery. We had about an hour and a half to complete the makeup. We were given guidance as to what was expected of us before the exam, and we had one day to, you know, prepare and practice. After that comes fantasy, and as I said, Hilda ma'am is amazing. She's the co-founder of SMA. I really pushed myself to the limits during the fantasy part of the course, and the theme for our exam was Halloween basically. And you know, they installed these coffins because Halloween was right around the corner, so we had to, you know, do something dark and all of that, scary. And for my idea, the inspiration was basically an octopus and this octopus headgear, so everything I had to make by my hand. So first I drew these circles of different sizes, and then I made them with a hot glue gun, which literally broke my arm that day, and it took a lot of time. And then I had to paint them white and purple according to the color scheme, and it was a lot of work. And I also made the headgear, and all of this was done in a very short span of time. I had lots of fun, you know, being around makeup so much, and they also provide all of the makeup items to use. So we had Kat Von D, Jeffree Star, NARS, Anastasia Beverly Hills, like everything that you could think of they would provide for practice. And the main reasoning for that was that, you know, they wanted us to play with different types of brands, you know, and different types of eyeshadows, just so we can decide for ourselves what to buy for our own kids. And coming to the payment, I paid 3,14,000 for this whole course. It was for 3 months. I started in August, and then the whole course was complete by October end. They do have options for, you know, if you only want to do the fundamentals part, or if you want to only do the course till the bridal part, or if you would like to continue to the fashion, and of course you can do the full course, the master course as they call it. There are of course some negative parts about SMA, and the first thing of course is the money. It was super expensive. In hindsight, it was cheaper than, you know, going abroad, but the standards were totally international. I did not actually find even one academy doing, you know, things at that par. For that reason, I was kind of sold. The other thing was that they were too lenient about everything. Even when we made mistakes, they wouldn't correct us. I just felt that they were a bit lazy about that. For example, when I did a cut crease, when we were practicing cut crease, I knew that it wasn't perfect and I knew something was off. But you know, they did not point out what was wrong. The teacher just came over and they told us, like, you know, oh yeah, this looks good, nice choice of color, blah blah blah. But they did not correct me, and I had to kind of ask them, you know, that the eye makeup looks quite flat, like how do I change that? And that is when they corrected me and told me how I could fix that. So yeah, I felt that in some ways they were a little bit lazy, if you will. But other than that, I don't have much to complain about. I totally forgot to mention that they teach hairstyling. I totally forgot that that was a part of the course. That's how shitty it was. Like, the teacher was really bad and he did not teach much. He was really lazy. He would just sit around with students and then not concentrate on everybody. But they have changed their hairstylist after our batch, so I think things may be different now. And this is only for the Delhi branch. I'm not sure about Pune or Bangalore. Overall, I really liked SMA, and I would totally recommend it to all of you guys. The level of teaching is really high and the level of fantasy makeup is really high, which I do feel gives you an edge over other makeup artists, especially in India where the competition is just so much. If you would like to know more about SMA, their Instagram is at SMA International. Their contact information and all of that should be available on Instagram. So yeah, that concludes my video about all of the different makeup schools in India. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and there will be more videos, I am sure of it this time. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. Bye.